Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to reigns. Let's continue. Just trying to work through this. We're on to our 30th king. Wow. We went 400 years in 30 kings. So. The thing I'm trying to do is just unlock the last half of the cards. There's only like 3 more characters. I don't know what to do to unlock those really fast. We've been stuck on Start a Romance, Govern Like a Winner, and Start a Crusade, and we got close to starting a crusade, but I think what I have to do is raise a son and turn him into a zealot, and it doesn't really relate to the church rating that much. So on this one, the right answer is to say yes and then say yes, because then that makes everybody happy. Make them continue digging. If I go out during this point, my military will think less of me, so I have to say don't avoid riding. The river drop is flooding a large part of the country. You need your help from the church and the army. Yes or no. No kills a bunch of people. Yes probably costs me a lot of resources, so I'll just kill a bunch of people. General pollen is swimming upstream. We've heard this so many times. And if you say never mind, it gets the military stronger. The price of chicken is soaring. Noblemen are speculating. We should say that we will regulate trade. Yes. Threats of regulation seems to always increase your money. I'd like to sing a song for your majesty. It's called The Fool and Its Majesty. This seems like it's going to get me assassinated, but let's say yes. It was a long time ago, a poor fool was singing alone a sad, very sad song. Carry on. He had a majestic pet as a companion, a very dark and ugly beast, but nice and clean and with a constantly wagging tail. So I say thank you. Army is strong, we're winning the war. Shall we force a peace treaty? If I say no, it would cost me money, I think. If I say yes, it improves everything. Let's go no. Miracle happened in the south. The statue of the prophet is weeping blood. Should we claim it's genuine? No. Let's go yes. The harvest has been fantastic. Feed the people. I'd like to conduct new research on weapons of warfare. Will you help me? Let's go no. Tweet, tweet. Who's in charge of this bird? The king of the south claims I'm betrothed. Decline may trigger a war, so let's go no. Let's go ahead and let Lady Leanna do her thing. Let's say yes, or let's say no. Our good people are gathering every Friday to sing songs to your glory. Lovely. Why would they do that? They're afraid of you and your army. I'm nice though. Shall we quarantine the whole port? Yes? A young woman claims that her son is in fact your bastard. Should you make this problem disappear? Let's say yes or no. Let's just say no. It quickly becomes apparent that the son is here to stay. So doing that gives me the prince, and I need the prince. Merchants and nobility run everything again. And we end in an oligarchy. It seems really easy to run into an oligarchy as a head of state, because all you have to do is have less money than the combined amount of money of everybody else who's not in the government. Let's see. No way. Not believe that. There's a cholera outbreak in the capital. It's the Blue Death. Close the gates. Treat the population. We will only prevail by enlisting the population. You know what? Govern like a winner probably means building a wall. I haven't seen a card though that says build a wall. Let's see. A group of people have become enraged and are now hunting witches. Are we allowed to kill if necessary? Let's go no. Apparently the derangement is caused by rye poisoning. Should we burn the stocks? No. The poisoning spreads and becomes more difficult to control. People are looking for a scapegoat. They killed the priest and the general. Send the army. Close the gates. My lord, the wolves are eating our children. Can we hunt them? I will hunt them myself. I'm bleeding so much. Get the doctor. Let me rest. Get the doctor. You have been cut. I will have to cut off your arm. Do it. Alright, do it. The invading armies using trebuchets. Let's try to defend. People are famished and unrest is spreading. The barn provides enough food though, so send in the military to protect it. I'm a serial killer, you're my executioner. So what? Let's go, so what? This job sucks. If I could. Out of the question. The Kingdom of South claims I'm betrothed. Let's say yes to that so we can continue playing. I could be the executioner. Doctor what? Let's say no to the doctor being the executioner. I'm looking for a simple way to test new exotics. Poisons. Say no way. We should create a museum of science to collect all the living creatures. I could help in my spare time. Sure. I'm with child, I'll give you a son. Oh, finally an heir. So, who should be the godfather? Let's go with the general this time. Our son has been kidnapped. I implore you to do something. Yes? If I do this, I run out of money. And I'm dead again. You know what this game really needs? It needs to, probably at the year 1000, allow me to lock something in, or at the very least start with double. So right now it's 0 to 100. If it was 100 to, if it was 0 to 200 and I started at 100, then these games could go twice as long. Commercial relations with the East are deteriorating quickly. They're far richer than me. What are the options? What about a good crusade? Sounds good to me. Start a crusade. Finally, so that's how you start a crusade? And now we have Lamaskin secrets. This will have effects every second. The slaughter of infidels is a lucrative way to decrease your population each year. Would you be interested in bold enterprise? Yes. We could invest in the slave trade and guarantee to keep the treasury afloat. Let's go with no on that one since we don't need it. You govern like a loser. Pardon me? The best show you're providing your people is that stupid spring festival. I like that. It's not bad. Yeah, let's just dance like ducks while the Amoran martyrizes the loot. So Dark Ages, it's embarrassing. People want drama, action, love stories with mature content. You have to entertain them. So let's go with yes. So, I have appointed myself Chief Entertainment Officer. It's alright, don't thank me. Okay. The Trump, govern like a winner. New cards. Spin Doctor. So finally the game decided to hand me, and it really just handed me those titles. A convent of nuns has started meowing like cats. It's spreading to the village. If we do this, I guess I'll do this one. You send the army to stop the nun meowing. The church is embarrassed but approves. The people are famished and unrest is spreading. The barn will provide fast, but reinforcements will be overwhelmed. So should I send in the military? I'm gonna say no this time and just let them refill. So I've accidentally gone to the maximum amount of money. So they're celebrating buying the most expensive food. Ah, we're in Damascus. People are suffering here. You should cancel the party and help the poor. Yes, let's do that. Victory, the Vikings are defeated. Shall we exterminate the prisoners? No pity. Let them go. Let them go. A slithering snake sneaks up your sleeve. Yes. There are too many people to execute. I need help from the army. No. The king of the south comes to your betrothed. Let's say yes. There's been an explosion in the capital. We need to exactly know what. Shall we close the gates to the city? Yes. No, let's go yes. There's another explosion. We need to be able to use the churches to help the victims. Let's see. Yes. People are famished and unrest is spreading, and the barn is finally gone. You were horribly tortured when the mob reveals where you hid the treasure. So that was Adamir the Trump. So in that, we got 2 of the 3 royal deeds, which we've had for a very long time done. And really nothing else, but we have discovered 416 cards of what seems like somewhere closer to 900. And I don't know if we're going to keep Crusader in the next run. But if we do, that'll be interesting, because that means we are going to have some weird things happening. Now I need to end a crusade, which probably means we are going to start with the crusade and keep it until we end it, which will certainly change the gameplay mechanic. We also need to find the frozen blood and start a romance. Oh, so we're already here. We're already in Damascus. Sorry. It's supposed to be Damascus, but yeah, it's Damascus. We'll marry him. Monk started biting his brothers. Let's send a general. This is probably a case of lycanthropy. I command you, go deal with it. General puts the monks in prison. They confess under torture that they were indeed werewolves. Werewolves? I don't think so, no. You should call that a cruel lack of physical. So this guy, I just don't know how we move forward in that story. We should burn Damascus and kill all the population. No. Let's see. I need to gamble some money away, so I'm gonna raise him. And I'm gonna raise him. And I'm gonna raise him one more time. And let's hope we don't win. Odd, you're now working for me. What? What? You may be able to find a way to stop the war thanks to diplomatic efforts from the embassy. Let's say yes. Invite the brother to this. I'll say how lovely. I don't see a reason. We came to a troop that dwarfed the... He came with a troop that dwarfed the city guard. All right. Let's say if it... Yes. Or no. Let's go no. Would I like a hug? Yes. Celebrate. I think they love celebration. Let's see. Let the doctor do his thing. Build a bigger castle? Sure. Tell them to go exercise. My benevolent friends would like to meet you. He brings gifts. Yes. So we unlocked a new character. How are you today, your nerdiness? I hope you enjoyed my small contribution. Yes. Doesn't matter anyway, fancy pants. I made 100 times that in the royal bet. The royal bet? You didn't know? Half your kingdom is betting how long you will survive. The other half is just starving. What? I happen to be the genius organizing the game. My little gifts are just a way of sharpening the odds. I'm speechless. Tut tut tut, don't thank me. It's quite natural. Here, have more. Yes. Blue and brown mushrooms. The blue one seems edible. Let's eat it. Feel suddenly happy the stranger things start happening. And so this is particularly why I wanted to turn the voices back on. Give the poor people a house. So let's help the poor people. There's a new prophet on Earth, I suppose. No way. Remember me? I'm resurrected again. Brodus of Talman. Congratulations. Okay, congratulations. Agree. Thank you. We could earn some money by increasing the rent of the houses we built for the people. Nope. People are starving. The price of bread is too high. Reduce it by 50%. I would like to organize a tourney. Sure. Would it be a lion? No. A scorpion? No. A gazelle? Sure. My lord, what about a bit of fencing? I'm a good teacher. Let's bet a bit of money. On guard. I'm going to defend you. What? Scary. You feel General Pollen is planting something. Treacherous hornet. Hello? We'll do better next time. Do you want to know how to improve? No. Guybrush Longtongue brought a gazelle into the capital. People love it. We should build a zoo. Yes. Money to buy a small part of the country. No. Need a small army of badass soldiers for a classy coup in the Far East. Say yes. I saw strange lights in the sky last night. Maybe it's a sign of my destiny to rule this kingdom. Yes. Yeah, the scholars are convinced it's a miracle. Do you want to recognize it? Sure. It backfired quickly. The jester is now a saint, managed to ridicule the church by selling a lot of gruesome, miraculous visions. The folks of a remote village are teaching their children to spit on the king's men. Should we make an example? No. The merchant skill would like to adorn the marketplace of the capital with a statue of your majesty. If I said yes, hopefully that will work. The griffin is devastating the garrison to the south. Send money. You know what? I'll send money.
Do
Do you want to do with the income? Share that income? What? Year 29. Finally an heir. Save the child. Save the queen. This time I'm going to save the child. The people don't like that. And that's the end of this run at 30 years. Castles ransacked your court, disperses, and you're left with pigeons to rule over. Let's see. And we got one new character here in that guy, the Lord. There's 2 more remaining. And see, it almost feels like 400 cards in general are just going to unlock. If 100 of those is from the new update, maybe it just all happens after you've done everything else. We still have a lot of royal deeds to do. And this is just a weird way to organize their game, honestly. Feels like you could... A way to trick the devil? Yes, please tell me. Let's see. Lady Lena tosses white knucklebones in the air. I see the numbers 1043, 683, 1214, 1432, and 1669. So... not helpful? I mean, the next one we'd have is 1214. That's when the devil might show up again. In the form of the dog, I would guess. I'll just say okay. Give him some gold, sure. It's the coolest winter in the last 30 years. After a week harvest, people starving. Give our supplies. I see the philosopher enclosed in the heart of a crusader, of course. The crusade lasted too long. We're losing. We have to retreat now. Let's go, yes. And we get the peacemaker. So the thing there is, I don't know if we can easily start another crusade or if we're ever even going to get the opportunity. So instead of being this card that could come up randomly going forward, I think that's it. The harvest is the nightmare of the people of famished. Please decrease the taxes. Sure. Pilgrimage, yes. Country is ruined. Rich merchants and nobility own everything already. Oligarchy again. And oligarchies aren't even really specific to royalties and countries run but through kings. It can happen under any system, democracies. The United States is pretty much an oligarchy that's very widely spread out, but that's pretty much all it is. Let's see. Write a war song is our new quest. A lot of countries are. It's just easily a hidden fact. An easily hidden fact, to say that correctly. I have to give to you, but it has a price. You have to prove yourself a worthy king. Okay. Govern 15 years with the ailment of old age and we'll talk again. Okay. You won't be able to hear or understand properly. Scared, you try very hard to hide your ailment from the court. Islanders are menacing us. We should attack us. Yes. Oh, I see. This is old age. Should we dig deeper? Yes. We could arrange a wedding with the princess to stop the war. Let's see. Actually, that says start the war. But it says stop the war. People want to watch you waking up and going to the bathroom. They will pay for the privilege. Really? No. They really want to watch me waking up and going to the bathroom? I'm clearly misunderstanding this, and you can even hear in the voice acting it's gotten muffled. I'd like to meet with some of my scientist friends in the West in your castle. Sure. The peasants are breeding like rabbits. The kingdom is infested by poverty. Please consider the problem. I'll consider it. We should send all of to the Holy Crusade to the Far East. Lots of people die for the Holy Grail. So start a crusade again? And see, now I'm back here. I guess during my Trivoli I found the Grail. Show me. I think that's what it says is the Holy Grail. No, it was I found an elephant. So we'll just say, yes, that is an elephant. So we just all pretend the elephant is the dragon is heaven. Everyone pretended the dragon was an elephant. You finally managed to get rid of it by selling it to a nomadic circus. Sure, paint me a portrait. My lord, your is the sent to wins. Oh my god, I can't even figure out what this one is. I'm glad they gave us this old age curse like 1,000 years into the game. Well, actually only about 500 years in the game, because otherwise you wouldn't have seen this enough to even guesstimate. My lord, you like wants to establish, I think this is the Pope wants to establish his estates here. Let's say no. Country is so rich we're throwing a jolly celebration with the... Oh man, my money went too high. When Damascus, your people are suffering, you should cancel the party and help them. Yes. The villagers are attacking us. The Vikings are attacking us. We should defend our things. So attack or defend. Defend. The river is dry again. We should build a dam. Yes. We found gold in the river. Give it to the people. Who gave that answer? The king or the... Let's see. The king or the man? The man? Our economy is flourishing. In an effort to regulate trade, we spoiled. Great. We should create a central bank. Sure. The central bank protects you from bankruptcy. You just have to create more money when you need it. Genius. 1 minute. Yes. Lady Learner waves her hands and suddenly your infirmity has gone. You did it, you survived the course. Now choose a gift. Red and cold ruby. A golden crown. A red and cold ruby. We found the frozen blade. You found the frozen blade. I know you did. Finally. Yes. We did. You put the ruby in the vase, it dissolves immediately and reveals. That's better? Who are you? Who are you? Names are irrelevant. They only enslave their owners with a tantalizing but questionable sense of identity. What are you? I'm the pure idea of a man. An alchemic wonder created by wise silence from an age long forgotten. More pure? How pure? I'm the closest any being could be to pure spirit. A perfect mind bent because of an impossibly weak body. It does make sense, I guess? Does it? I question the very fabric of your reality and it doesn't bother you. Let's see. Yes, it does. Your country is rich. We're throwing a party to celebrate the most expensive food we can. What? And I choked to death. With the central bank, though, if I can keep that, then there's a good chance that in the next run, we can end the crusade and use the central bank to stop going bankrupt, which has been a very consistent issue. We still haven't started the romance in a long time. The portrait gallery now has only 2 characters left. And we have 456 cards. It almost feels like we might just fill up the bar faster now, and there might only be maybe 600 cards instead of the 900 I'm thinking. I wish we had some harder stats on these things too. It's like, will the central bank last forever, or does it eventually go away? I wish I knew that. And it's really unfair for this game to have so many elements that would require you to go look at a walkthrough somewhere else, just because you kind of need to know the outcome to play a game like this. I'm thinking of this game if it was a real-world board game. And in a real-world board game, where it probably wouldn't even have a board, it would just be a real-world game, card game. You would have all the cards, and frankly I would recommend any game like that for everybody to look at all the cards, and there should be a good outcome and a bad outcome for both. I'm not a huge fan of the idea of maybe the Dungeons and Dragons style, where the dungeon master knows what the good outcome and the bad outcome is, but none of the other players know. That's just not the style of gameplay I like. I would prefer to know all the options and say, well, there's a 50-50 shot of this happening or this happening, or even it doesn't even have to be 50-50. There could be 2 bad cards and 1 good card, or 3 bad cards and 1 good card, or 5 bad cards and 1 great card. Or it could just be always bad cards, and then that could be the one event you always know to say no to, but that's kind of pointless to have in a game. Anyways, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.